So I thought we'd have a second attempt at our starter course, see whether we could do it any better. And we got different stuff, so I'm going to put both in because I think we can learn from both. So here we are back at the hula hoop. She has to step cleanly into the hula hoop, and we overreach it. So I ask her to take that foot over. She's got it stuck. Oh, then she steps the other one out, so I ask her to bring that one in. Good. Very good. I ask her to wait. Step into my other hula hoop. And I wait for a count of 5. Hasn't ever been difficult to get her to just wait at the end of that rope. Now I want her to come out and go over to the back over pole. Good. I would be losing a few marks here on the tightrope again. That's her drinking puddle.
You want to drink?
She drinks a lot from the puddles. I suppose she was used to it when she was living wild on the moor. They would often go and drink from puddles rather than travel a long way to a stream or running water. Mind you, this year hasn't been difficult for them to find water. I've noticed that our other Exmoors regularly drink from hoof prints. They don't really go a long way to water. They'll drink what's around them. Okay, now I'm offering the back over pole to her. She has to bring her front feet over this pole. She's trodden on it. But I don't want to get big in my actions here to raise her energy. That'll come when she's more confident, because it's a request to go backwards. I'm not chasing her back. Now I like the way she's looking at me going backwards. In fact, it was interesting when I was doing these 2 particular courses with being videoed, I actually noticed more relaxation of the jaw and licking and chewing than I've ever had from her before. She's actually not a very expressive pony. It would be very easy to think, oh, she's quiet, she'll be right. But actually, I think it's all going on inside her. Just after we did this film, here she is wanting to put her nose on the flag, which I encourage her to do. Just after we did this film, the vet came to give her first vaccination, and he listened to her heart, and he said it was almost normal. So he said it's just slightly raised, but she wasn't afraid. So I was very, very pleased to have that little bit of reassurance that even though she might look relaxed, I was a bit worried that it's a bit like her heart would be racing. But he said no, she wasn't. She was actually fine, even with him in there, a stranger, with a stethoscope up against her side. Okay, so I'm asking her to come up to the jump. So I'm not doing a jump. She's not ready to jump. It would be too much. It would put her into flight mode, and I want to avoid her going into flight mode yet. It'll come when we start going out and about, because I have to take her, well, we have to take at least one walk down to the local pub to meet everybody. And she'll be doing some horse agility days at a friend's yard down the road. Ooh, kicked over the pole, but that was good. She didn't spook away from it. Now we're coming to the L bend. If you watched the first version of this, she really spooked there, so I was pleased I didn't get a big reaction. Now here I thought, oh, I'll straighten her up a little bit more so that she doesn't step over that misplaced pole, and oh, we step over. Never mind. It was on a loose rope, and that's really, really important for her at the moment. Okay, now we come to the curtain. The curtain I got out fairly soon. Not the whole curtain. I started with just the supports, those big red cans at the bottom. I had those first, and then I put the poles up on each side. You see, she's not that bothered about it. This fascinates me, because most domestic horses wouldn't go anywhere near it. Good, nice, that's nice. And then I rolled the curtain up and just had it like a doorway. And then I slowly dropped a couple of ribbons, but really it didn't take more than a couple of sessions to get her walking through that curtain. Okay, so now this is our walk through the 2 poles. Now you see I did something with my hand there and she pulled back. So very soon I'm going to have to start doing bizarre things, more bizarre than I ever do. Jumping around, waving my arms, skipping, what have you. Okay, alright, so now she's backing up. And it's a real request to back up. when I taught her this, I just kept that rhythmic pressure until she took a slightest thought of going backwards, and then I stopped. She's still backing up with her head in the air, so it's not loose, it's not a true backup, but it's something. It's a start. I have to remember she was completely untouched apart from branding 4 weeks ago. So I have to keep remembering this. Good. Round the side. Ooh, and look at that. She walks on that hula hoop. She just doesn't even look at it. This is brilliant. Good. And round to our little tarpaulin. No problem with that. She's never had a problem with that. Good. And we stop. Very nice. Good. And then back to her stable.